Hello everybody and welcome to today's episode of 2PJZ. I do apologise for the light, I just have to get it for what we're actually doing today on the actual cluster itself. Today we are replacing the stock factory cluster. I hope this is not getting in the light too much for you. With this really rare, super cool Ralliart cluster that goes up to 300 Ks, whereas the stock one is only up to 180. So the reason for swapping this out is not just so I can go 300 Ks and see myself going 300 Ks. The reason for it is just because I love collecting old parts. I love collecting these Ralliart bits. They're super cool, really hard to find. Found this, and I got it for a good price. I've had it taken to Gaugeworks, which is a local place here in Adelaide. They've calibrated it to match what the car's reading. So the car has about 84,000 kilometers on it, and I've got that matched up to this one here. I did buy it and it did have 66, so obviously had to get it changed, and I got a full certificate with it, because if you do know anything about these cars, you know that the kilometers on them are a hot property, so I wanted to make sure this is all done by the book and done properly. With the actual gauge cluster itself, I've been told by a few people that it's very simple. I don't know how well the DSLR camera is picking this up, but there should be two screws, one where my finger is pointing here and another one just over here. The only thing really you should need for this is just a screwdriver. So I've got like one of those little multi-screwdrivers where you can put the little bits into it, and they should be Phillips heads, because I know on here, because when we take it out there will be four. There'll be 1, 2, 3 and 4 down the bottom that we actually have to swap out. So I know when we take those out, they're Phillips heads. So, here we go. First one on the way out. So this is what it is. Oh shit. Oh shit. No. Bear with me while I find that, because I know later on I will forget about that. I can't actually get out the car on this side to open the door and look under the seat, because the camera and tripod are literally just right there. Oh wait, I found it after all that wriggling around. Oh God, all right. So this is a screw that came out. Just a simple little Phillips head going in there. Don't let me forget. All right, next one. Hopefully we can get to this one with a screwdriver too, and we can. Very tight fit. Okay, second one, exact same obviously. Now, if all goes well, this bit, this plastic bit should just, oh, there you go. It should just slide right out. Ah, it has been released. There we go, she's out. This should just be these little screws. Okay, cool. This is what came out of the plastic surround. This is what came out of the little trim on the actual thing. So, on your cluster, I'll take a photo so I can put this in the video after. There'll be 4 bolts, as I showed you on this, exactly the same as that, which is fantastic. It's just a matter of taking it out now and seeing what sort of cables we're running at the back. I need to get my little magnetic, whoa, that's quite long, it's like a little aerial. Extension tool, pick, got him. Same thing for the other side. Okay, so now we've got all the bolts out. Hopefully it's just a matter of actually pulling the whole assembly. Yep. So that's literally, oh fantastic, that's just slid out. Now it's a matter of going like that. Wow, that was easy. That took me, what's the time on the camera? 12 minutes to take out. You can see on here, I'll try and keep this out of the light, but on here, there's all these little marks and things. That's because the previous owner used a detailing agent on it, and it actually stuffed everything up. So you can buy new plastic covers to replace this, but I've had this Ralliart cluster for a couple months now that I've been waiting to put in. I'm really excited to put it in because it should be really cool. So let's just get into it. So, as you can see on the big camera, so you've got two pins. You've got one here, and then, I don't know if you can see the other one, but the other one is just here. But there's two pins. I'll take a photo of them and put them in as well, that you actually need to clip it onto. I thought it was like going to be cables or something. It's a matter of putting this one in now, clipping it up, testing it, making sure it all works. This is really cool. I love the whole color scheme of this. So things seem to be working. All the warning lights seem to work. I got a bit too excited and put it straight in, but it's probably also worth checking that all the globes on the back are working, because I did notice that the fuel engine temperature ones weren't turning on. So have a look under here, and as I thought, this globe has blown. But what I can do is I'll make sure this one, they actually do turn on this one. I reckon I'll just swap out the globe from this one, and then hopefully that should fix the issue, and we should be all pretty much good to go after that. Hey, bingo! There you go. So it was that globe. Right. Well, that makes everything a lot easier. So yeah, it's working now, as you can see. Cool. So we're all back online now, which is fantastic. So we'll skip forward a bit, and we'll just do a bit of a time lapse or something of me putting all these back in, because no one wants to see that.
What we do here is go back.
Cool. Done and done. That was one of the easiest things I reckon I'll ever do to any car. That was, besides the screw not wanting to go back into its home and the lights not working, that was simple as. That's fantastic. Anyone who wanted to do that, this recording has been going for what, 32 minutes, and that includes me dropping the screw, not having the bulb work in that, also not having the bulb work in this, and having to swap it with the old one. Yeah, that's actually really straightforward. And I'll show you from point of view camera of what it actually looks like, and we'll wrap from there. Right, so we've now finished installing the Ralliart cluster, and I must say it looks bloody awesome. Unfortunately, that light is getting in the way of the fuel and engine temp, but this is wicked. Like, I've got the white on the white. I'm absolutely stoked with it. Looks fantastic. Super easy install, and it really improves the overall look of the interior of the car. I think it matches my white boost gauge as well, even though that boost gauge will be going shortly. It matches that for now, which is wicked. The next step is to now take it down the street, see what we think of it going down the street. As long as the speed works and everything, because I know the revs work, all the lights work, everything that needs to work on it works. Thank you very much for watching today. I hope you learned something. It was super easy. It was definitely worth doing your research. All you need literally is just a Phillips head screwdriver. Like, literally, this is all it was. just with that little bit on it, and it can take you 20 minutes. It took me 30 because I dropped the screw and I was stuffing around and chatting in a bit, but really improves the look of your car. You know, you can see when you're going over 180 on the track and things like that now as well. We will end it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you've stuck it out to the end, my name is Pat, this is 2PJZ. Subscribe for way more Evo stuff, and make sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram for some more behind the scenes. Thank you, catch you later.